You know how many souls we could liberate? You know how many souls we could liberate? It's on the level of once we make this new society, I get a certain amount of like people following this movement, which they would take their two hands and help build the society of for when we get all back of all our karma that we put into the society, it'd be meant to last, and then we get all the time to do what we want afterwards, after it's all built and sustaining itself. So the thing is, making the human being happier, the soul would be saved in a sort of sense for all its spiritual senses. It wouldn't be inhibited on certain faculties. It would be totally socially aware of everything else that it has time to be talking and to be also creating, developing new things. We could take things to the new levels of all this awarenesses. So what I'm trying to say is that everybody that could do this in society would be incorporating their minds to what we could evolve and go about things, and the communication would be on another level because of this new society, that it wouldn't be like they're trying to separate and divide in this society. It's like the new society would be bringing people together. um, if people don't like people, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. You have all the time to do what you want. You know what I mean? You don't have to talk to people if you don't want to. But what I'm trying to say is that for the people that are social, this would give them time to have a lot of friends and to do a lot of things in the society that would make it beneficial for everything. So what I'm trying to say is that we make this change, we make this Hobbit Home Society, we get back of all the benefits of our food source that's for free once we contribute it to 3 days a month for our food source, and we get back our food for free once we contribute to it. So it's a common thing that what we'll have all the time in the world to do what we want. We're gonna have a lot of time on our hands. So we'll develop a way of a society that's going to be more socially open, kind of like homeless people, how they're more socially open to other people. It'll be on a large scale of having all this to be sort of orchestrated to where it develop and evolve. How we have our own squirrel Buffy. Bull Buffy. Whoa. Did you see that squirrel? It jumped in that tree and it wrapped around it like that and it went like that. But so we develop in different things. Squirrel Buddy helped me remember. We develop in different things, and like, and I say like our little phrases that we say, the new phrases like okie dokie. Like, this is a thing that got made up. Words that get made up. There'll be a lot more made up words in the society in genres of things based off of the social interactions and what's popular at the time in the society. So that would be a very good thing to study if we had a new society, to study the human social interactions and how it changes, and the freedom of making up the things that become popular, like that may sound funny or things like this that probably gain popularity in things of such things of like okie dokie. You know what I mean? Keeping it like that means okay. Like okie dokie means okay. Like, I get what you're saying. But all these sayings would have a sort of familiarity of what it's trying to pronounce or go about. But these genres of what we make up is going to be on the level of being somewhat higher than the standpoint of this social society. Because I don't see a lot of people having the time to be that social anymore because of their job interference and everything. And they're constantly busy working and doing this and having plans for themselves. Oh, go out for a bike ride, do this. But then after their bike ride, they've got a whole other plans for themselves. So they can never be stopped and be totally 100% social because they got other places to go, other places, people to see. and stuff like this. So what I'm trying to say now is that back to what I was talking about the new society of like how we do everything clean living with the planet, no plastics involved. And this is not a Hobbit Home Society. This is basically, I mean, no, this is not a Hobbit Home Society video because I'm not talking about the Hobbit Home Society. I'm talking about more of a social society within what we're going to create from the Hobbit Home Society. But this podcast will be named something different than the Hobbit Home Society. It'll be social, new social societies, um, what that would look like, in this representation of what I'm trying to go about, talking about these societal norms of what makes a social society be more social or what makes it less social based off of divide and dividing people. That would make it unsocial. The more divided we are, it'd be less social of a type of society. But if we get people together in like parties and different things like that, then it's more social all of a sudden. Then it's way more social. But you only have your parties every once in a while, and everybody is not sober when they go to these parties. So it's not like you being this every day anyway, with it or without the party, and you're being social with a large group of people when you don't even have to have a party. And it's not even going to be called a party because it's going to be a social society. You know what I mean? And that's part of what it's going to be. And there's going to be parties and things like that where people have fun and try to enjoy themselves. But yeah, I'm just saying this is basically what I'm trying to say. So anyway, Neil worships divine goddess. Girls, I hope you're doing amazing. And let me know in the comments what you think about this podcast. And if you want me to make a podcast about whatever you want me to talk about next, just give me some ideas in the comments because I'm trying to help out the people too as much as possible. I'm having this Hobbit Home Society equation to the table where that's what my main agenda is, to push forward to make people happier in a new society that would be beneficial for you. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this is the new sort of way I'm going about this. If the girls want, you know, me to talk about something different and they need help with something, by all means, let me know what you need help with. All right, so I can help you. Anyway, girls, I love you. Take care, and hopefully everything's working out for the better of everything. You know what I mean? All right, bye. Love you, girls. Okay, have a good day. We can do this, girl. Woo woo! We can do it, girls. Come on, you're my warriors, girl, angel warriors. Okay, we can do this.